Are you ready to create healthier, wealthier, and more beautiful spaces? My name is Naomi Findlay, and welcome to The Reno Show. Each week, I'll be bringing you a value-packed episode of incredible room reveals, hands-on renovation tips, upcycling hacks, and so much more. I am passionate about renovating for life, and I can't wait to take you on this journey, creating spaces you can thrive in. Get ready for our best season yet.
Welcome to the show, and as you'll hear from Kevin Brogan at CoreLogic in just a moment, both the auction results and the numbers are fairly steady across the nation. We'll give you a more detailed rundown on exactly what's happening. Back with Kevin Brogan in just one moment.
In today's market, great ideas alone simply aren't enough, but innovative execution can hand you a real competitive advantage. Nightlight is a cutting-edge illuminated signboard by Printforce that offers round-the-clock visibility and features that maximise advertising space, improving your exposure. Buyers can now see the full picture, day or night, with Nightlight's edge-to-edge illuminated surface, which utilises environmentally friendly, scratch-resistant technology. Now available in 6x4 and 8x4. Nightlight is as versatile as you need to be in today's market. Let your clients know you're working day and night for them, and then prove it with Nightlight.
Hello and welcome back to the show. Kevin Brogan from CoreLogic joins me. Hello, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Very well, thank you. As we bring up the preliminary results from CoreLogic, and we see 75.6% weighted average, a good result out of Sydney, Kevin.
Yeah, look, Sydney's got 84.3%, which is stronger than last week, and the volume of auctions is almost identical to last week. I think we had 724 this week compared to 729 last week.
Yeah, and I noticed too, Brisbane continuing, it's at 40%. A good number of auctions there too, Kevin.
Yeah, look, Brisbane managed 50% off the highest number of auctions that we've seen in that market since March. So fairly busy weekend in Brisbane, and that result is actually a bit stronger than we've seen over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, good result out of Melbourne at 75.1%. But we'd like to highlight also the fact we've mentioned Brisbane, but Adelaide, Perth, and also Canberra, all recording very good results, all well over 50%.
Yeah, look, they are, and that has contributed to that overall weighted capital city average of 75%. You may recall a couple of weeks ago it dipped below 70% for the first time in a couple of months, but I anticipate it's going to stay above 70% this week.
And we've got about 400 auctions yet to be reported. They'll come in during the week as CoreLogic continues to monitor those, and we'll bring you the final results later in the week. Are you anticipating that it'll hold above 70%, Kevin? Yeah,
look, I think it will, and we've actually had a very good collection rate, as you can see, probably 1,500 or more results out of the 1,900 or so auctions. So yeah, look, I would hope that it would stay above 70%.
Okay, well, let's take it to the Sydney sub-regions, and some good results in there. Blacktown again at 90.9%. Gee, it just gets, well, that's, I think, the second week, isn't it?
Look, it is. I mean, Blacktown, I think last week we remarked that Blacktown doesn't normally sort of get to the top of the league table of sub-regions, but it was top of the table last week, and it's done it again this week. It's had to share top ranking with the Inner West, which also returned 90.9%, but off a higher level of auction activity.
Okay, any others you'd like to highlight in there before we go to the top sale, Kevin?
Yeah, look, I mean, the eastern suburbs is a reliable, strong performer of the sub-regions, and this week it's only a fraction below 90% for clearance rates. North Sydney and Hornsby, the top sale this week for Sydney comes out of that region, and again, really very close to 90%. So a number of really strongly performing sub-regions.
Okay, well, our top sale out of Sydney comes from Wahroonga Di Jones, selling the property at 29D Ada Avenue, $3,750,000. Tim Fraser selling this 5 better. Borders on Glade Reserve with its own private gate entry towards the rear of the block, guaranteeing a little bit of privacy there. Solar heated pool, triple garage, a nice style of home this one, Kevin. Wahroonga, what's the median in there?
Yeah, look, the median price in Wahroonga is about 1.85 million. Now, that is actually down about 6% from 2017. We've spoken previously about how the market in Sydney was pretty soft in 2018. So that's not, not showing too much of a decline. And the context is that there was very, very strong growth from 2013 to 2017. So the areas withstood the soft market conditions reasonably well. It's about 25 kilometres northwest of Sydney and just south of Hornsby. This one, beautiful house built in 2000 by the current vendor. I think they purchased this as vacant land and then built that dwelling.
We'll have a look at our top sale in Melbourne in just a moment, which comes out of South Yarra. Before we do, let's bring out the sub-regions. Some good results in there in the 70s, a couple in the 80s, I think 3 in the 80s as well, Kevin?
Yes, look, the Outer East has been very much leading the charge in Melbourne for some time now, and once again it's sitting there above 80%, very closely followed by the Southeast, and then the Northwest being over 80% as well. Several of the regions in the low to mid 70%, and the inner region of Melbourne only slightly below 70% at 68.8%.
Top sale coming out of South Yarra, as I said. This one sold by Marshall White was in fact the top sale in the country too, 6,300,000 for the property at 104 Caroline Street, South Yarra. Ray James and Hugh Tomlinson, 3-bedder, 2-bathroom, 1-car on 528 square metres. Circa 1926 Georgian-style property on a corner block, only minutes, very well located, only minutes away from the Yarra River. All the living down, as you'll see, and all of the bedrooms upstairs. The very large main bedroom suite, Kevin. Well laid out.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, this is a very stylish property, as you say, the Georgian style, built in the late 20s. As you can see, it is a property that does require a bit of tender loving care to fulfill its full potential. Both garden and house could probably do with a bit of attention, but the key here really is the location. It's only about 3 kilometres away from Melbourne. It is, as you pointed out, very close to the Yarra, but it's also extremely close to the Botanic Gardens. We've seen in this location, South Yarra, the median price has fallen. 1.3 million is the median price, and that has actually fallen in 2019. But I have to say, this particular pocket, very close to the Botanic Gardens and the Yarra, is extremely tightly held. And as you can see, I mean, $6.3 million for this property, and that's not going to be the end of the costs associated with this property.
Thanks, Kevin. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment. I want to take you through the top sales that have been recorded in Queensland, South Australia and the ACT. Back in just a moment.
Hi everyone, my name's Nick and I'm the Country Manager here at Beepo. We offer outsourcing services for real estate agencies that are looking to become significantly more productive and efficient. Let me give you a bit of a rundown about how our real estate team actually works. At Beepo, we have many positions to assist our clients in the real estate industry. These include sales assistants, trust accountant, marketing staff. We also have a couple of our most popular products, the property management assistants and Rock End property assistants.
Welcome back to the show, and we take you inside our top sale in Queensland. This one recorded by Ray White New Farm, 32 Lily Street, Hendra, $1,490,000. Brandon Wortley selling this 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car. This property on 612 square metres. A little bit about Lily Street. It's a beautifully tree-lined street in Hendra. Hendra, of course, a very popular suburb, very close to both Ascot and Clayfield. This property has 18-metre frontage, triple gable frontage, as you can see. Lovely style of home. And inside, you'll notice from the photos too, contrasting dark timbers and white features. So it's repeating top sale in Queensland, recorded by Ray White New Farms, Brandon Wortley, $1,490,000 for the property at 32 Lily Street in Hendra, a 4-bedroom home. Congratulations on selling that one, Brandon. Have a look at our top sale out of South Australia now, and it was 13 McGowan Avenue at Unley, $1,410,000. Bell Property selling this one, John McCrosty. This is a 4-bedroom home, 2-bathroom, 2-car on 836 square metres. It's a sandstone villa, one that you see a number of, and one that we've come to see in South Australia quite often. Sandstone villa, circa 1898. Loads of character features inside this home. It's been in the one family for 22 years, and you can see how they've really tended it with a lot of love over those years as well. And of course, Unley, a very popular suburb in South Australia, in Adelaide, and classed as a premium location. 13 McGowan Avenue in Unley, $1,410,000. Bell Property, John McCrosty, selling that for better. And finally, into the ACT, our top sale out of Canberra is recorded by Luton Properties, and we've been to this suburb. In fact, we were there quite recently in Griffith, 61 Flinders Way, $2 million achieved for this property. Richard and Sophie Luton selling it. And you might recall last week we recorded our top sale out of Griffith as well. I think just a touch under the 2 million mark, so this one certainly tops it. So congratulations to Richard and Sophie selling this 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2-car, classic character Canberra home, private and secure, a formal, nice formal wraparound driveway, and completely renovated and extended over the period. So the current owners certainly appreciating the value on this property. Selling for $2 million, 61 Flinders Way at Griffith, Luton Properties, Richard and Sophie Luton. Well, that's all for this show. Thank you very much, and thanks to Kevin Brogan. Once again, a quick recap. The Cap City clearance rates around Australia recording 75.6%. We'll be back on Friday with Kevin Brogan, and we'll give you a complete wrap on the final results for the last week with the compliments of CoreLogic. I'm Kevin Turner. I look forward to seeing you then.